And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. And these teams have been prepping for the season tip-off game for months, Greg.
Oh, and for the players, the main feeling on opening night is relief. You know, BA, all that hard work during the offseason and preseason is finally over. And now it's time to have some fun.
And the Lakers starting five. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mourning in at center. 4 on the clock. Here's West. Off target from three-point range. Green, the pass to Clarkson. And here's Wembanyama. And they pick up 2.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Screen by Lively. Here's Curry. Rebound, the Lakers.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
Pass to Clarkson. Pulls it from 20, and the bucket is good.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's improved his ability to run the offense. How about that pass, guys?
Outside Curry. Lively with a screen on Clarkson. Offensive rebound. Lively shot is off.
Boy, misfiring on your first 4 shots. You've got to settle in here.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Will Hardy gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about Victor Wembanyama and what he wants to see from his team defensively, and he said, I want to see us knock him off balance a little bit. Be tough, physical. That's how you get into his head, and that's how you frustrate him. Expect to see a lot of defensive aggression against Wembanyama tonight. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. And a slam dunk by Lively.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
And the shot's good.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Screen by Lively. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got 4 rebounds now. Wembanyama with it. And Sabonis picks him up defensively. Sabonis against Wembanyama. It's rebounded by Sabonis. And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 7. Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
And it's Clarkson missing. Utah has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Inside is Lively, and there's contact and a whistle. So he's got 2 shots coming up.
Derek Lively, one of those guys so easy to root for. Plays with a high motor. He's all about winning. A very team-oriented guy.
Utah shooting their first free throws of the evening. That free throw no good. So it comes up empty at the line. Los Angeles leading by 5. Skiles passes to Wembanyama. Here's Skiles. Back to Wembanyama. The 3 is up. He can't get it to go.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's West. Still no points. Outside Curry. Lets it fly. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Tries it from the block, and there it is for him.
0 fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year. And Los Angeles making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Now, since we have this break, here are the teams with the most points off turnovers last season. The Lakers, second.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Here's Skiles. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Mullen for three. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Now here's Curry. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it.
Curry knows what his team is doing to set him up. In that instance, just get him the ball in the catch-and-shoot game.
Outside Wembanyama. This one for three. Sinks the tray. Wembanyama's got 8.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter here. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With great mobility in the 8-foot wingspan. Yes, 8 foot. Wembanyama easily wipes that shot away. Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Outside Curry. Fires the three. He drops it from range. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
To the paint. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Pass to Lively. Stolen by Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a three-point play.
First team foul.
It's on Stephen Curry. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Both teams deciding to change it up. Free throw good, McDaniels.
There is simply no substitute for what Jaden McDaniels gives you on the defensive end every night. This guy is elite.
Now here's Şengün. Outside Payton. Lets the three fly. Another three for Utah.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Skiles passes to McDaniels. Pass to Mourning. 5 to shoot. There's the three. Skiles, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. The Lakers on top. They lead by 6. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the court for the Lakers, we've got Neesmith, and it's Mourning in at the 5.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Highlands checked in. From the wing, Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Second quarter of basketball. About a minute played so far. Pass to Duarte. Now here's Neesmith. Tight defense on him. Now Highland. Here's Wilson. Here's Mourning. 6 to shoot. Outside, Highland launches it. Miles with a rebound. Jazz trail by 6. Of course, when it comes to the mid-range game, is anyone better than SGA?
Boy, when you think of the all-time efficient greats, Kevin Durant comes to mind. But SGA is carving out that kind of career. You can post him from the mid-range. His handle gets him to the spots on the floor he wants. He wears that area of the floor out.
The Jazz shooting the ball at 43% from the field. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Payton against Highland. Utah needs to get off the shot here. And Sengun throw it down.
Well, how about the quick thinking of Elfrid Payton in the pick and roll? Nicely done.
That one goes in.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Doris, one of the highest compliments you'll hear about ball handlers is saying you can't speed them up.
That's exactly right, B.A., because pressure against the best players doesn't bother them. In fact, the greatest players want more than one defender because then they know that puts their team at an advantage if they can make great decisions.
Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for McDaniels. And Clarkson subbed in for Highland. And here's Curry for 3. The rebound by Neesmith. Los Angeles leading by 6. Clarkson outside. Outside Wembanyama. Back to Neesmith. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Wilson. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Boy, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Back to Clarkson. Fires from the corner. And there's another one for the Lakers.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Pass to Curry from deep three-point land. Rebounded by Mourning. Mourning's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Wembanyama, pass to Clarkson. Out to the wing. Here's Wilson. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Ori. Neesmith covering. Ori gets the bucket.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. Stephen Curry, 3rd.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thank you, guys. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, DeMontis said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. His father said, DeMontis is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Brian?
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Pass to Wembanyama from downtown. It's rebounded by Sabonis. Jazz trail by 4. Outside Curry. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half of basketball. Good.
Very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
The Lakers with another miss.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. And that one's good.
There is nothing Steph Curry can't do on the floor. He is a Hall of Famer, and right now the defense has got to find a way to get him off balance.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Stephen Curry.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And Los Angeles making a change here. And the second free throw is good.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson, one of those spark plug guys. You know you can put him in the game, and if he's got it going, he can ignite an offense.
Lively with a screen on Clarkson. Curry passes to Lively. Again, Utah good for 2.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Pass to Mullen. Now here's Wembanyama. Let's go with a 3. Oh, Wembanyama hitting from deep.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
I just love the ball movement.
The Lakers trail. Clarkson outside. Pass to Mourning. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's lost. Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And next up, a look at the top performers for each team in that. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Derek Lively is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Ori in at the small forward position. That's the group for Utah right now. West, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. West has got his first 3 points of the game.
You can always trust Steph Curry to make the right pass. This guy has unbelievable vision.
Well, the Lakers shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Clarkson with the ball, now guarded by Curry. Pass to Wembanyama from outside the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz. Lively's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And the basket by West.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Lakers trail by 4. Clarkson outside. And here's Wembanyama. Yes, sir! Wembanyama, the response.
Wembanyama quickly with one of his own, firing right back.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Curry's shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. just missed it.
Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Oh, my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Launches a three, hits the trifecta. Curry's got 22 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And with this pause, a check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. Number 5, the Jazz.
Yeah, they were a fantastic passing team last year. It's part of the culture they're building. So many of their easy shots came at the end of a great assist.
Back to Clarkson. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Jazz. Lively's got rebound number 8 now.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Here's Clarkson. Here's Mourning. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take. Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Utah's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Here's West. 6 points for him. Here's Curry. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
Here's Mullen. The 3 from Wembanyama. They get the rebound. Mourning. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Jazz have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Curry. Out left to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. On the take. Sabonis. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
You know, I don't care how close you are to the cup. If Wemby is lurking, you got to do something else.
Back to Clarkson. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Payton's checked in for Stephen Curry. Payton passes to Lively. Here's Sabonis over Wembanyama. And another miss by Utah. Here's Skiles. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Wembanyama. Fires from deep. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
Here's West. He has 6. Got a hand on it. Skiles passes to Wembanyama. 1:46 left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Payton. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Probably not the shot they had in mind. But you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to West. Back to Payton. Sabonis right side to win the drought. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder. And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A line change here for Utah. And Los Angeles making a change here. "51 seconds left in the third quarter. Wilson passes to Mourning. Clock at 6. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
Jazz trail by 3. And here's Curry. 22 points for him. Pass to Şengün. Here's Miles. Back to Şengün. And Şengün throw it down.
Yeah, great finish by Şengün. I love when he goes up with power.
Left side, Nesmith. Here's Wilson. 5 points in the game. Here's Mourning. Mourning. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Marquise Chris is out there with Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Aaron Nesmith. And it's Wilson in at the small forward position.
How exciting is this kid? One of the more athletic front court players you'll find in the NBA. Marquise Chris doing work.
Curry against Clarkson. Pass to Wembanyama. The 3 ball. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Outside Robinson. Back to Curry. Free throw line jumper. Wilson grabs the board. The Lakers lead by 4. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Clarkson for 3. Miles with a rebound. Miles has got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you, he has not been at his best, but they're winning, and that's all that matters.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Lively's checked in. Jazz trail by 4. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Screen by Lively. Pass to Curry. Right wing. Fires for 3. Lively's shot is off.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Kicks it out to Clarkson. Here's Skiles. McDaniels, a screen on Curry. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for Los Angeles. On Thursday, then on Tuesday, the Los Angeles Clippers come to town.
In that game against the Bucks, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fare. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Green for 3. Lively grabs the miss. Lively's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's West. Pass to Curry to win the cold spell. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 25 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance is half 5 overall.
Here's Mullen. And there's a pick. Takes the 3. Rebound, Utah. Lively's got 11 rebounds in the game. to Curry. Curry at the rim.
And Stephen Curry, a 3-level scorer, gets a chippy right there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Mullen pass to Clarkson. Now here's Chris. 5 on the clock. Pass to Green. Beyond the arc. On target from range. And the Lakers lead by 2. Tremendous momentum building toward those final possessions.
Yeah, with 8 lead changes so far, it feels like this is going to come down to the last shot.
Curry, he's open. Again, Utah. Here's Clarkson. And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Chris. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. And Coach had a very specific message for his guys. He said, quote, control what we can control. Play our game, and the rest will take care of itself. Solid message, if you ask me.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Outside Curry. Here's Horry. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's Lively. Takes a 3. Oh, it's off. Here's Mullen. On the wing, Clarkson. He's covered by Curry. Here's Mullen. Shot clock at 6. Now Clarkson. Oh, off target from downtown. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Curry against Clarkson. Here's Sabonis. Uncovered. Oh, a perfect jumper.
Important points by Sabonis, playing like the all-star he is.
The Lakers trail. Using the glass to lay it in.
Boy, they'll take that possession. Nice finish in close.
Utah has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Curry. Curry with the Houdini act inside.
Nobody you want taking that shot more than Steph Curry. What a pressure player.
Clarkson against Curry. Here's Green. There's a screen from deep. Buries it from outside. Coming down the stretch. It's still anyone's game.
Incredible effort and energy on both sides. These guys must be gassed.
Yes! Locked in on the J.
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Mourning, covered by Lively.
A stellar job by Lively on the defensive end. That's what he's there for. Rim protection, folks.
Clarkson against Curry. Lively with a screen on Clarkson. Curry fires! Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up the play to make it happen.
Clarkson outside. Here's Mourning. Yes, sir! And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
James, I'd love to know, whether it's scoring, playmaking, or your defense, what aspect of your game are you most proud of?
Being able to play a full course of a game and, and make an impact every single play. That's what I'm here for, and that's what I have to do.
It's been fun to watch.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And let's reveal our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, say does that start.
And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. On out there with Anderson Varejao. Then there's Jennings. Then it's Exum. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Exum. Tim Hardaway missing on the 3. Jennings can't get it to go. Owens passes to Hardaway. Here's Ellison. That's to Harden. Here's Rasmussen. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Now, here's Exum. Fires from deep. Ellison with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but few do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball.
And so here's Charlotte. Following the score by Indiana. Harden outside. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's back to Jennings. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Hey, Jennings doesn't need much space now. When he's positioned behind the arc, he's more than happy to let it fly and quickly.
Pass to Ellison. Harden surveying the D. Here's Ellison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hardaway. Rebound by Anderson Varejao.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
Left side, Jennings. The kick out to Brown. Varejao passes to Jennings. Now here's Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Brown's potential really is exciting. I mean, he has the talent, I think, to be a dominant force in this league one day.
Taking 2 shots. And he can't hit the second. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not much more to leave open.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, here's Exum. Tim Hardaway missing his last shot. Pass to Varejao. To the left wing. Hardaway with the steal. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Rasmussen, no good. Brown deciding where to go with it. That's to Varejao. Indiana moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Brown. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Outside Jennings. From outside the arc. Here's Capella. And at last, they get one to fall. Capella's got his second bucket of the night. For Charlotte, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Harden outside. And it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway.
And there are a lot of dimensions to Harden's game. Maybe the biggest piece is all the damage he does on the perimeter.
Hardaway against Jennings. Inside, here's Verajao. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Tie game here in Charlotte. After this break, we'll be back. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Tisdale. Hardaway is out there with Brandon Boston. Then there's Reed. And it's Ingram in at the 3 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. GA here about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
That's a great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep 2s as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Now here's Hardaway. Nothing on the board.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Here is Jennings. The Hornets pull it in.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
There's the pick. There's the lob to the hoop.
Hardaway is a pure point guard. A pure point guard. Effective at not only creating for himself, but really good with his passing skills as well.
And so it's Jennings with it. He'll bring it up with the Pacers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Hardaway with the bounce pass to the middle. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hardaway has got his first basket.
Hey, don't let the height of Hardaway fool you. He's not that big, but he can compete anywhere on the court.
Back to Exum. Stackhouse outside. They set the pick. To the inside. Stolen by Harden. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
A chilly quarter for him offensively, trying to get warmed up.
Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
Here's Mills after Tim Hardaway's bucket. Mills passes to Van Horn. Back to Mills. All sorts of time. Rebounded by Hardaway.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Pass to Tisdale. Here is Harden. Jacks up a 3. Oh, Harden so strong from distance.
Harden skilled off the dribble, off the catch. He can flat out score.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Both teams making some changes here. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. James Harden is second.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Exum finds Brown. Verajao setting the pick for Brown. Shot clock at 5. Here's Stackhouse. Ellison with the rebound. Ellison's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Harden. Rebound by Anderson Verajao. Pacers trail by 3. Exum with it. No scoring in this one. No good from Stackhouse. Here's Boston, covered by Stackhouse. Here's Rasmussen. Nails the baby hook. Rasmussen's got the lead up to 5 now for the Hornets.
Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Brown to stop the run. Cash money. Brown with the tray.
And you know Brown is feeling it when he's taking those shots. His confidence right now is through the roof.
Now, here is Harden. Here's Ellison. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. In Charlotte, they lead by 2. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Hello there, everybody. It's halftime, and right now the Indiana Pacers are in the midst of a good battle.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working for them. They need to balance their attack.
Yeah, you want to put your players in a position to succeed, and I don't see that in the first half.
And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
You know, right now for Indiana, like most teams right now, they're optimistic.
Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson Verajao. Then there's Brown. Then there's Jennings. And it's Exum and a Katu. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
Now here's Jennings. Pass to Exum. It's back to Jennings. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the third. On the wing, Hardaway. From outside, off the mark. And it's Exum with the ball, who will bring it up for the Pacers. It's a 1-point game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Brown, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Harden. It's deflected. Outside Hardaway. Off target from 3-point range.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Outside Jennings. And it's off from 3-point range.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Hardaway kicks to Harden. Charlotte no good that time either.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
Well, LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. Guys, back to you.
They win by committee. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Exum passes to Jennings. Exum sets a screen for Jennings. The offensive rebound. Capella, he drains it from the right block. Capella's got it all tied up now for Indiana.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the board.
Timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And the Hornets making a change here. Tisdale's checked in. Now here's Hardaway. There's 1:54 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. To the paint. And Exum gets it to go on the assist by Brown. Exum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pacers. Charlotte has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Harden. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
To the inside. Outside Hardaway. And here's Harden. The 3. And again, it's Charlotte with the 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Buries the long-range jumper. Jennings has got 8 points.
After 1-3 in the first half, there's his second right there.
34 seconds left in the third quarter. Harden, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Brown outside. Off target from outside. Now, here is Harden. He's defended by Exum. Allison passes to Tisdale. Here's Hardaway. James Harden getting it done for the Hornets. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team.
Hey, it's all about who's more physical.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Brandon Boston is out there with Hardaway. Then there's Reed. Then it's Ingram. And it's Tisdale in at the 4 slot. So that's the Hornets 5. Pass to Reed. It's rebounded by Indiana.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Pondexter kicks to Stackhouse. No good with the triple. Charlotte in the lead. Now Boston. And the basket is good. Boston's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets. Pass to Van Horn. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Pondexter. 5 to shoot. Here's Van Horn. Outside Jennings to tie it up. A three-pointer is right on target. Jennings has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Boy, he's looked unstoppable this half. Maybe he got a little pep talk over the break.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away. And right now, Dante Exum is checked in for the Pacers. And now, Hallie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done. So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Tisdale. Allison passes to Tisdale. Charlotte moving it around. Pass to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Harden pressing the action.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
It gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. 6 to shoot. Capella, he finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Clint Capella has what we call raw strength. Because of that, he's able to play through contact and score the ball.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. There's the pick. Oh, the slam dunk.
And sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth.
What a throwdown by Brown. This guy is a lot of fun to watch.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Hornets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Here's Ellison. Harden fires. 3. Good.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Pacers. A 2-point game. That does not go. The Hornets have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Ellison. Here's the screen. Wrestlers a 3. He drills the 3.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Pacers trail by 5. Outside Jennings. Capella sets a screen for Jennings. Finishes inside on the nice dish.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Hardaway against Jennings. 1:16 left in the fourth. And it misses. And Indiana shooting at 50% in a decent group. And here's Verajao. Up top, Capella. Puts up a 3. Buries the deep ball.
Shot after shot, one after the other. Brandon Jennings getting it done.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Does not go. So it's the Pacers now. Brown. Capella trying to free himself up. And they'll keep possession. Another chance here. Count the basket.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
6-second difference between shot and game play. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. misses. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw.
Jennings against Hardaway. Pocket 6. Good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Jennings with the ball. Takes the 3. And he does not hit. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from... Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Now here's Hardaway. They've got Jaylen Brown. Clint Capella is out there with Anderson Varejao. Then it's Exum, and it's Jennings in at the point.
And showing the potential to be an elite scorer in this league. What a night for James Harden.
Pacers trail by 3. Jennings against Hardaway. Here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. No good.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the 3, but he just couldn't get it together.
Here's Ellison. Harden. Clean from outside.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Jennings against Hardaway. That's off.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the lead just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Well, he won't miss many of those, not when he gets a good look like that.
Jennings against Hardaway. Capella with a screen on Hardaway. It's Capella. Off the glass.
And what an important possession. Capella's been in that situation many times before, and he knows the drill.
Now Hardaway. Here's Ellison. He's defended by Exum. Now Harden. The long 3. Not going to go. And here's Jennings. Varejao with it. Launches it. That shot, no good.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Jennings with the double team. It's stolen by Capella.
Boy, textbook execution on the double team. No problem stripping the ball away.
And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Jennings against Hardaway. Now Capella. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just look those 5 seconds away.
He got a foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Give it up for him.
Jennings against Hardaway. Now here's Jennings. Tight defense on him. Jaylen Brown. The 3 is off. So it's the Hornets picking up the win. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them. And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Time to start the weekend in style. And Graham, we hear all the time about the rookie wall.
Oh, it's definitely a real thing, B.A. Not for every rookie, but a good percentage of them. You know, I'm interested to see which ones in this class are able to power through.
Here are the 5 for the Lakers. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Green. Then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Mourning in at the 5 spot. Now here's Wembanyama. Clarkson passes to Green. No good on the triple. Simmons looking around. Here's Mutombo. The Lakers with a rebound. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Now here's Simmons. Rebounded by Mourning. And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some moves there along the way. You don't want to let them get into a rhythm from out there.
The Mavericks have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Simmons up top. Pass to Mutombo. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night.
At the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Mullen driving inside. Can't hit from in close. Clarkson against Giddey. Pass to Caspi. Launches it. Rebounded by Mourning.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Here's Caspi. Green covering. To the inside. Here's Clarkson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. They set the screen. Pass to Caspi. All alone. Jump shot is good that time.
Finally able to knock one down. Hopefully the lid is off the basket.
Clarkson passes to Wembanyama. Giddey against Clarkson. Pass to Monroe. It's deflected.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Outside, Green. Here's Mullen. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Outside Simmons. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. Again, the Lakers score.
The refined jumper of Wembanyama. You just never see that in a man of his height.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. So for Dallas, Trey Murphy comes in for Monroe. And Green is subbed in for Simmons. Now here's Giddey. No points so far. Here's Caspi. Sinks it from distance.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Green. Outside Wembanyama. Fires the 3. Mutombo with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 6. Here's Caspi. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And it's Giddey with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Now here's Giddey. 9 points in his last outing. And play stops. So whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Los Angeles leading by 6. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Skiles. From outside, off the mark.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
Green in the post. 1 second left. And it's good on the layup.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Los Angeles leading. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
And the Lakers, looking at who they've got Aaron Nesmith, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green, and again it's Dallas.
And this is Green's role, an active scorer who doesn't lack confidence firing from the mid-range.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he...
Whoa! Oh, my goodness!
And I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Morning passes to Skiles. Into the lane. There's Nesmith with the 3. Boozer grabs the board. And Dallas with possession. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. They'll take on the Pacers at Gainbridge Fieldhouse after this one. And that starts a 4-game road trip for them. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Yeah, the issue in that one was simple. They didn't hit the glass. They got bullied and outworked.
Yeah, you know, it simply comes down to effort. They were out-willed, and that just can't happen.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. Both teams will make substitutions. Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to offense. Los Angeles, second.
And whenever you turn the ball over against them, they pushed it right back at you. Last year, they were just merciless at exploiting teams whenever they made mistakes against them.
Outside Nesmith. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Pass to Clarkson. Down low. Here's Wembanyama. Wow! Victor takes it to him inside.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
They set the pick. Simmons, the pass to Monroe. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
The Mavericks have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. The kick out to Simmons. And the officials will call the illegal screen here. Well, Grant, we know teams are humming triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Pass to Chris. The 3 from Wembanyama. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the 3.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Outside Simmons. To the paint. Tipped. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, Clarkson passes to Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Here's Simmons, cashes it in from 11 feet. Simmons has gotten his first basket of the night.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Pass to Chris. From deep, Wembanyama. And Los Angeles, another three.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
It's Giddey on the wing. He's covered by Clarkson. Outside Simmons. Here's Mutombo. Inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there, just takes his 2 points, moves on. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Giddey with it. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Simmons. The fadeaway. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. It's a tie ball game.
Looking for a little extra style points right there with the fadeaway.
And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
22. Dan, please direct your...
We'll get to the first.
You look at Los Angeles, I mean, they've established themselves as a competitive team. They feel that they can get a win against.
Moving on, the Mavs find themselves in a battle. Close matchup so far.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation.
Thanks for tuning in.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Josh Giddey out there with Ben Simmons. And it's Mutombo in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And he lobs it up to the rim. Simmons, no good. The Lakers lead by 3. Pass to Clarkson. Outside, Green. Outside, Wembanyama. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Caspi. Lets it go from deep. Rebound, the Lakers. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Stolen by Giddey. Simmons, the pass to Mutombo. Count it.
These defenders really need to man up, particularly in the lane.
Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Outside, Green. Outside, Wembanyama. Here's the 3, and that comes off the assist by Green. Green's got his 4th assist with that last one.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And let's look now at the shooting guards who've been most effective with their defense this past month. Josh Giddey 3rd.
With the traditional roles in the backcourt becoming blurred, the versatility of this group of shooting guards, it's a huge advantage.
Well, having an off guard that facilitates at this level just adds another dimension to your offense, and it makes you that much more difficult to defend.
Here's Caspi. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Clarkson passes to Green. The three from Wembanyama. The shot won't fall.
Only their first miss in 4 attempts. It's been a great start to the half.
Pass to Caspi. And here's Giddey. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Just 5 on the clock. Lets the three fly. Caspi misses.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Clarkson for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Outside Simmons. Pass to Mutombo. And a nice finish on the layup. Mutombo has gotten 4 this quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Giddey. 1:56 left in the third. Wembanyama, pass to Mullen. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Pass to Simmons. Outside, Green. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists tonight. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Wembanyama. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. Outside, Green. Caspi with a rebound.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Stolen by Wembanyama. Fast break. Here come the Lakers.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
That one misses. Mavericks trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Boozer. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, BA.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. 26 seconds left in the third. Mourning with the bucket.
Yeah, showing a little versatility with their offensive attack. In the first half, it was about the 3 ball. In the second half, they've emphasized interior scoring.
Here's Green. He's got 9. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Off target at the rim. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Lakers. Doing some. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Wembanyama out there with McDaniels. Then it's Nesmith, then it's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Wilson in at the small forward position. From downtown, connects from downtown. And the Lakers lead by 6. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And they have also done a great job capitalizing on turnovers. Whenever they get a steal, they are off to the races. They're going to try to keep that going.
Wilson, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Mavs. Giddey with it. Picked up by Nesmith. Down low. Outside Giddey. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Clarkson. Outside Wembanyama. Wilson passes to McDaniels. Clarkson for three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Boozer's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside, Green. They set a pick to the inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Smart move with the ball by Green. He didn't like what the play got him, so he gives it away.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He is not messing around, calling them into the hump. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. They said in the huddle, this is it. No excuses. Let's figure out a way to win. A couple of players spoke as well, firing up their teammates. A great ending could be in store, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. That misses.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now Clarkson. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Yes, sir, with the 3.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct.
Now here's Simmons. Driving in.
And he can step up and be the guy on offense when he has to.
Outside Green. Outside Wembanyama from downtown. It's good from beyond the arc.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Simmons. Wembanyama there for the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 6. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Jacks up a 3. Oh, it's off. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Oh, it drops in.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Here's Mourning. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Giddey.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Simmons. Oh, the stuff.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
What a big-time shot. Those are the moments you dream about as a kid.
And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
Well, they're in a tough spot now. They need points and stops.
Oh, he can't tie it up. That one's no good. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And an intentional foul right there.
Second team foul.
First free throw is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
And Dallas calls time here. 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Third team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he's able to hit the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throw.
Giddey! misses. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their team.
So we see the Lakers get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And B.A., the visiting team is always under...
All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff there. And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian.
And both teams going through their pregame. It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Mutombo is out there with Monroe. And it's Green. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Simmons in at the 3. Monroe with a screen on Suggs. Monroe, no good. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Nets. And this matchup with the Mavericks is the first meeting of the season.
And they really took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
Now, here's Green. Jalen Suggs unable to get his last shot to go. Mutombo is screen on Suggs. Back to Green. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. Just 5 on the clock. Okongwu grabs the board.
It's the NBA on two, and as the regular season winds down, some teams must be concerned about their seeding, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. For teams still on the bubble, just getting into the postseason is the concern. For the top teams, seedings are huge. They want as many home games as possible.
And now Dallas' starting group. Jalen Green is out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Ben Simmons, and it's Monroe in at the 4-man.
Oh, he did it!
Punch it home!
Nice!
That's just great pressure resulting in Giddey getting the steal, and then he gets it up the floor in a hurry.
George outside, back to Suggs. From deep, drills it from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And it's Giddey with the ball for Dallas. About a minute played here so far in the first. Shot clock at 5. 16 feet out. And it's Simmons missing. Here's Suggs. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. George outside. And a miss there on the triple.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Simmons. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
Well, at the rim, that's just a matter of size differential, right? That's usually the result.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Here's a Kongwu. Tipped. Left side, Simmons. It's rebounded by George. New Jersey's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Out of bounds as New Jersey keeps possession. And here's a look at the shooting guards who have collected the most assists during the last month. Josh Giddey, number 1.
And he pretty much serves the role of a second point guard when he's out there on the floor. I mean, you can trust him to make good decisions with the ball when it's in his hand.
Yeah, he may be a shooting guard by name, but he is every bit the distributor that some of the league's top point guards are. And he's as unselfish a player as there is at the off-guard spot.
And just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Giddey against Suggs. And here's Green from the arc. Hits the trifecta. Green's got 5 points.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
George for 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Simmons finds Giddey. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Just 5 to shoot. Top of the key. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
George scanning the floor. The 3 from Suggs. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Dick, he's checked in for Suggs. And Jordy Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. So for New Jersey, Favors checked in for Martin. Green comes in for Paul George. And it's Ben in for Thomas. A minute 9 left in the first quarter. Drops in the 3.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Pass to Caspi. Over Green. And he can't bank that one in. For New Jersey, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. Here's Benton. Favors with a screen on Pritchard. And New Jersey, another three.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for the Mavs. It's a 5-point game, and this is their first time matched up with New Jersey this year.
Last year, this team got the better of them in the season series, so they're looking to correct that.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Outside Dick. Offline from the top of the key. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's New Jersey leading by 3. And back to the start of the second. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Jersey.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. We've got Trey Murphy, Gary Harris out there with Josh Giddey, and it's Boozer in at the center position.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Giddey scanning the floor. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And time for us to look in at the best three-point shooting teams in the second half of the season. The Nets in 5th.
As the season has gone on, the ball has gone in more and more. You like the trend that they're in a terrific rhythm offensively.
And New Jersey making a change here. Banton's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. Jaquez is checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. They set the pick. Wing shot on the way. Good as the jump shot falls.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The three from Suggs. Caspi with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 7. From 11 feet away, rebounded by New Jersey. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, in football they talk about passing to the spot and letting your teammate go get it. That's exactly what happened.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Looking at who's out there now for New Jersey. Okongwu's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Favors. Thomas, he's checked in for Dick. And it's Paul George in for Banton. Simmons against Thomas. Back to Martin. Suggs outside from the arc. Fires in the triple. Suggs has got 7 points here in the quarter.
Another reason why they're up. Just taking what the defense giving him here.
Outside, Green. Pass to Monroe. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Clock at 6. Simmons against Thomas. And it's Simmons missing. New Jersey leading by 8.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 59 left in the first half of this game. Okongwu, a screen on Giddey. Back to George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Now Giddey. No made baskets yet. Offensive board. Monroe lays it up and banks it in.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Dallas Mavericks are all in on defense. Coach Jason Kidd said, quote, "That's something you can hang your hat on, especially when your offense isn't going. Defense will give you a chance to win those ugly games. That gives you the opportunity to play for that bigger trophy." Brian, back to you.
Gotta have it. All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Green. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got 5 assists tonight.
If Jalen Green can hit three-point shots consistently, he'll take his game to the next level.
George for 3. Hits a three-pointer. George has got 6.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Back to Giddey. And there's the screen. Shot on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot. And most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Back to Suggs. Giddey with a defensive effort.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
From deep, here's Simmons. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's New Jersey with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable in this one. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on.
Getting points from that second unit was clutch. Depth protects you against injury, but it can also win a game for you.
Yeah, and those.
And later on, some more. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Jalen Suggs with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
We've got a Kongwu. Suggs is out there with George, and it's Martin in at the power forward position. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. Sends it home from three-point land.
Nice on-time pass to Paul George. He's shot ready. Nicely done.
Outside Giddey. There's a screen. Left side Green. Pass to Mutombo. And he dunks it down.
Well, we all know he's a good scorer, but Green also facilitates very well.
And so it's Suggs. He brings it up for New Jersey. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. 6 on the shot clock. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Giddey with it. Now Kongwu defending. Outside, Green. Back to Giddey. Pass to Simmons. And it's blocked by Martin. Thomas outside. The three from Suggs. Sinks the tray. Suggs has got 13.
Boy, if Suggs is knocking this shot down consistently, the spacing will open up.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Just 2 games before the playoffs get going. Let's see how the field might look. You look at New Jersey, if the playoffs started today, they'd go in as the 7th seed. And checking out the Mavericks, quite a bit of space between these two.
Well, I think for New Jersey, it's still early, and it doesn't seem like they're panicking just yet. But they have to start putting things together soon.
Yeah, great is not an adjective we can apply to this group this year. They may have some deficiencies that hold them back.
George outside, fires the 3, connects from downtown. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Outside, Green. To the paint. Rejected by Okongwu. Suggs outside. George outside. And New Jersey, another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Outside Giddey.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Outside Green. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Doris, you think about the top scorers in this league. They're creating those points with greater efficiency than in decades past.
Analytics is increasingly a part of the game. Teams are now understanding that 3 is more than 2, and if you don't make enough of them, you have a math problem. And then the other highly valued shots in the game, and maybe the most valued shots, are restricted area 2s. Listen, let's be smart about the game.
Mavericks trail by 11. Now here's Giddey. He's scoreless. And it's Green missing. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. George outside. Counted from distance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Outside Giddey. Monroe with a bucket. Monroe's got his 2nd bucket on the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
George outside. 50 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Okongwu. Now here's George. Here's Okongwu. The 3. Caspi with a rebound. And here's Giddey. Outside, Green. Suggs against Giddey. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Here's Monroe. Rebounded by New Jersey. Okongwu's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's George. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the floor for Dallas starting the 4th quarter. Trey Murphy out there with Green. And it's Josh Giddey. And it's Boozer in at the 5, down low. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Free throw good. Green. Pritchard's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Green. And so here's New Jersey. They've led by as many as 14. Outside Dick. Back to Suggs. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Boy, you love to see that. Grady Dick making the extra pass. Nice.
Outside Giddy. Pass to Boozer. Outside Pritchard. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Favors. New Jersey leading by 12. And Suggs, here we go. Ooh, he's now 7 for 12.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
From deep, Giddy. That shot missing. Green with the defensive effort. Pass to Favors. Stolen by Giddy. About a minute and a half into the fourth now. Now here's Green. Favors covering. Pritchard surviving the D. 5 on the clock. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And New Jersey will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Williams. Martin comes in for Favors. Thomas, he's checked in for Dick. And it's Paul George in for Green. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He asked his team to take in the moment, saying, this is what it's all about, guys. This is why we work so hard and why we love this game. Embrace it. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pritchard hits them both. And so here's New Jersey, leading by 12. George outside. The 3. Nails it from 3. George has got 15 points here in the second half.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Green outside. Okongwu with the rebound. New Jersey leading by 15. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, it misses! For Dallas, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. Now Simmons. Now Green. And that's a foul called on Onyeka Okongwu. That's his first foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Giddy's checked in for Pritchard. Here's Monroe. 6 to shoot. Green. Thomas with a rebound. New Jersey's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's George. Oh, can't hit the jumper.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
George against Green. Giddy outside. Puts up the tray. Oh, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The 3 is off. Mavericks trail by 15.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year. And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Jalen Suggs.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from George.
You cannot give Paul George these extra chances. This guy is deadly from the free throw line throughout his career.
And New Jersey will go for a different look here. Williams is checked in for Okongwu. Favors comes in for Martin. Dick, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Ben in for Suggs. Green. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
George fires. It's money from deep.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now Green. 5 to shoot. Outside Harris. And so it's New Jersey with the W. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And you look across the NBA landscape, Stan, a lot of turnover in the summer.
Yeah, Kevin, it takes a few weeks just to get used to seeing coaches and players in different spots around the league. And it'll take some time for those players and coaches to adjust as well.
So with Stoudemire sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Marcus Smart is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Jones. Then there's Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Williams at the small forward. Now Williams, after Anthony Edwards missed from long range. Pass to Swift. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Smart kicks to Kuminga. Pass to Williams. Edwards dishes to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
From 7, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now here's Edwards. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Williams against Smart. Pass to Christopher. A 3-ball. Whiteside against Jones. Whiteside, the pass to Swift. Here's Williams. A shot missing. Good work defensively by Smart. On the wing, Williams. Kuminga kicks to Smart. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Edwards. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Left side, Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. With the break in the action, let's show you the teams with the most second chance points last year. The Heat in 5th.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Smart with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. Outside, Edwards. And the 3-ball is good.
Well, you have to be careful with Edwards on the arc because he is completely fearless.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Hassan Whiteside, how he performed last season. And he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And anytime you take it inside against him, you know it may be coming right back the other way. He was a nasty, nasty shot blocker last season.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Kuminga. Launches it. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Kuminga.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Williams looking around. Here's Christopher. Whiteside, the pass to Swift, and the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Gary Trent's checked in for Miami. Gordon comes in for Corey Kispert. Then for the Warriors, Stoudemire comes in for Kuminga. And Anthony subbed in for Smart. Jones sets the pick for Edwards. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards got 9.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Bounce pass from Williams. Christopher. Good. A nice assist for Williams.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Stoudemire. Back to Anthony. Stoudemire with a screen on Williams. Here's Anthony. Rebound by the Heat. On the wing, Williams. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Williams. Puts up a three. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. Warriors leading by 5. Williams with the ball. Williams picks him up. In transition, here comes Miami. Gordon, the pass to Christopher. Anthony against Gordon. Williams, a screen on Williams. Here's Christopher. Good work defensively by Jones.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Warriors. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Scott. Anthony is out there with Gallinari and Stoudemire. And it's Gugliotta in at the 4. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm getting them hyped for the game, and it gets me going too. Guys, back to you.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Trent, and he uses the glass on the layup.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Inside, here's Gugliotta, and he converts the layup. Gugliotta's got his first points of the night.
Well, you want to shoot a high percentage from the floor? That's where you go with the ball.
Stan, we know Brook Lopez is revered as a teammate for his contributions both on and off the floor.
Well, Kevin, I think that teammates very quickly pick up on guys who are unselfish both on and off the floor and care more about the team, the group, the community than their own accomplishments, and that becomes immediately obvious with Brook Lopez.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Golden State. It's a 3-point game. They host the 76ers after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Kuminga sets a screen for Edwards. Edwards puts in the 3.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
To the middle, got a piece of it. Williams kicks to Alexander. Near the 3-point line, it's Kispert. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 6. Pass to Stoudemire. Now Edwards. Stoudemire with a screen on Hawkins. Edwards at the rim.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Williams against Smart. Williams passes to Swift. Over Stoudemire. Nails the 16-footer.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so Steve Kerr tries to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
Make some noise, fans, for your Heat Breaker Dance Crew.
A different look for Miami. Whiteside's checked in for Alexander. And it's Josh Christopher in for Hawkins. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Outside, Edwards takes a three. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Edwards. Launches a three, and the Warriors another three.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Smart against Williams. Here's Christopher, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. A very nice season for him last year. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. 46 seconds left in the second quarter.
Switch. First personal foul. First team foul.
44 seconds left to play here in the half. Outside, Smart. Kuminga sets a screen for Smart. 6 to shoot. Sinks the three-pointer. Smart's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Pass to Kispert. Out to the wing. Here's Swift. Now Whiteside. Over Jones. Right side, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
For three, Edwards. And that one is off. That'll do it for the first half. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter with a massive 16-5 run. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Kerr. And Steve, what's your assessment of that first half of play and any changes in mind?
Well, we'll see. We have to adjust during the game if we see something that's hurting us. But I thought the defense was pretty solid overall. We'll see how it goes from here.
Okay, more of the same. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like.
And let's move on now to those first two quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Miami Heat. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Williams. Whiteside is out there with Corey Kispert. And it's Swift in at the power forward. So that's where Explosive starts the second half with.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Edwards into the lane. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And the athleticism Edwards possesses is incredible. So good at drawing contact on the drive.
Second free throw, no good.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw, good, Whiteside. Here's Smart. Outside, Kuminga. For three, Edwards. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Back to Williams. For three, Kispert. Warriors with the rebound. Smart deciding where to go with it. Outside, Edwards. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Kispert. Williams has a screen for Kispert. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Now here's Kispert. And again, it's the Heat missing. And another of these young, talented players out of Canada. R.J. Barrett is a high-level NBA athlete.
It's in the blood. His father played for the Canadian national team. Barrett, an attacker who loves to get downhill.
Pass to Swift. Williams with a clean look. Trains it from beyond the arc. Williams has got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Miami. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Amari Stoudemire is checked in for Edwards. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Smart kicks to Stoudemire for the three. Wow, drew the contact, and that three almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Well, Kuminga isn't the most consistent free throw shooter, so he's not the worst person to send to the line.
Will have 3 free throws.
Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Christopher, the pass to Beck. Pass to Kispert. Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Outside, Smart. Stoudemire, the screen. And the Warriors miss again.
I can't believe he missed that three. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Pass to Beck. Wants to get it back to Whiteside and does. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Kuminga dishes to Williams. Kuminga bounce pass. Stoudemire outside. Here's Smart. Bangs home the trifecta. Smart's got 6.
Well, good looking three there from Smart. He knocks down his fair share of those.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line. For Miami, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And the free throw, no good. Pass to Anthony. Here's Gugliotta. Outside Edwards. And the Warriors, another three.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Anthony against Williams. Here's Whiteside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we've got more on 2K Sports. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. They've got Edwards. So Anthony out there. Stoudemire out there with Gallinari. And it's Gugliotta in at the power forward position. Trent outside. Pass to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, Aaron Gordon able to use all his athleticism on that.
Here's Gugliotta. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses the three. The Heat trail by 10. Outside Williams. He's looking for Stoudemire and finds him. Edwards passes to Gugliotta. And it's Miami with the rebound. Trent outside. Here's Hawkins. No good from outside. Warriors leading by 10. Outside Anthony. Gugliotta passes to Anthony. Stoudemire with a screen on Williams, and he gets it to go.
Well, Anthony knew the spot he wanted to get to off the pick and executed.
Miami's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Eric Spoelstra's huddle. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
And Allie, thanks so much.
And with that three, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Williams against Smart. It's stolen by Jones. And outside sends it back. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Now Smart. Now Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Now Kuminga from deep. No good there. And here is Williams. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Christopher. Edwards defending. Smart with the steal. Williams outside. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Kuminga. The Heat trail by 11. Whiteside inside. Working on Jones. 13 feet away. Rebounded by Edwards. Here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. That one is off. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Right side against Jones. Outside Williams. Right side sets the pin for Williams. He's off from 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Warriors.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching any lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Anthony Edwards.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the
Number 30, Stephen Curry.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA. All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. We've got Dwight Howard. And it's Sanders in at the 5 down low. And for Utah, Derek Lively is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then there's Stephen Curry, and it's Ori in at the 3. Well, Grant, when a season is fresh, what are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, B.A., they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Curry, that's good.
And if you let Curry get that shot off, you might as well ring it up.
Pass to Mashburn, lets it go from the wing. Utah grabs the miss. A tough loss coming against the Lakers in their last game played.
When your whole team is shooting in the low 30s, you know you're in trouble.
Well, let's also give some credit to the defense. They made shooters uncomfortable, and they didn't allow many second chance points.
Here's Ori. Outside Curry. The 3 is up. He buries it from 3. Curry's got 6.
Well, defending Curry before he catches the ball is so important. He's got such a quick release.
Pass to Mashburn. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's West. Picked by Sabonis. The 3 from Curry. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
Well, Lauri Markkanen comes from a family full of athletes, Grant.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. Lauri's mom and dad were both pro basketball players, and so was one of his brothers. And his other brother is a professional soccer player. So it definitely runs in the family. The effort, the position, the timing, all there.
And add instincts to that. He can sense where the rebound's going to go. Now here's Curry. He's got 9. And it's all from 3-point range.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Pass to Mashburn. Lots of room. He squares up and sinks it. 5 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Here's Livingston. Turner for 3. Lively grabs the miss. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Shot is good by Curry.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Here's Livingston. Pass to Mashburn from behind the arc. Lively grabs the miss. Utah leading by 4. Now Curry. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. In transition, here come the Suns. Livingston, good.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Substitution on the court.
And Curry's got the ball here for the Jazz. A minute 4 left to play in the first quarter. No good on the 3. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Abdul Rauf, the pass to Mashburn. Here's Rice. Pass to Abdul Rauf. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, and that's a shot he'll make 90% of the time. He just couldn't get it to go right there.
Here's West. The The three is up. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
There's a screen. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix to the right side. Clock at 6. Here's Abdul Rauf. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Here's Miles. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Utah Jazz. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Elfrid Payton, and it's Şengün in at the center position. That's the group for Utah right now.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Now here's Hill. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Here's the pick. The Suns need to get off a shot. Şengün with a steal. Up the floor. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. While we have a moment, let's check out the highest scoring teams in the league last season. The Suns, second.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. He takes it in. A nice shot by Rice.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Now here's Curry. He's got 11. 4-3. Baker grabs the board.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
A nice shot by Rice. Rice has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
And here's Curry for 3. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
After nailing 3 trays to start this game, he's gone silent here in the second quarter.
Pass to Livingston. And here's Turner from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Turner's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Timmy, look at some of the elite defenses over the years. What sets a great defense apart from the rest?
Well, 3 main things: personnel, scheme, and effort. But also BA switchability in the modern game is a huge part, as well as communication.
We think about defense as one-on-one, mano-a-mano. It's so much more than that, though.
It's 5 guys on a string.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Duarte. Pass to Horry. The kick out. Curry. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Here's Miles. No points so far. 3 on the clock. Fires from way outside. Mashburn grabs the miss.
I have no clue why he pulled up from there. At this point in the game, it just doesn't make any sense.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Jazz trail by 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Now Curry, 11 points in the game. Shot to stop the run. The shot, no good.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Pass to Turner. Out to the right wing. And there's a pick. Mashburn, pass to Sanders. Here's Miles. Turner covers. Takes a 3. Oh, Curry. Just nasty from downtown.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Howard's checked in for Phoenix. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Mashburn. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Mashburn's got 11 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
Inside, here's Sanders. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
44 seconds left in the second period. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
The Suns on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Livingston, pass to Mashburn. Off target from outside. Utah's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Good work there as it goes. He's got 5.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Livingston, again Phoenix, good for 2.
And you'd think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Utah has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Curry with it. 17 points in the game. For 3. Oh, Curry from way out there.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Utah ahead, up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
They're clicking from outside. Hard cuts to the ball and a few bone-jarring screens. Man, they have a high quality.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the... Thanks for joining us. Time.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
On the court right now for the Suns, we've got Dwight Howard, and it's Mashburn in at the small forward position. Pass to Livingston. Howard, the screen. And he's going for the lob. Up high, and down it goes on the lob.
A beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Here's West. Turner covers. Now Curry from outside the arc. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Phoenix has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Down low. And that's a foul called on Domantas Sabonis. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Second half getting started. About a minute played. Livingston, good. Livingston's got his third bucket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Curry will bring it up for the Jazz. Pass to Sabonis. It's stolen by Howard. Here's Mashburn. He's covered by Curry. Mashburn, the pass to Turner. Here's Livingston. Unloads. Utah grabs the miss. Lively's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Curry. 23 points in the game. The offensive rebound. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
You know, when you're as well schooled as Sabonis, you can keep defenders off balance.
These are his first free throws of the game. All right, Legs, when it comes to rim protection, other than Victor Wembanyama, who's at the top of your list?
Well, certainly his fellow countryman Rudy Gobert would be up there, but I also like guys like Jaren Jackson Jr. and Evan Mobley because I like guys who combine shot blocking with mobility on the perimeter.
Such an influx of great talent with size in the NBA right now.
Great list of young guys who can do both.
Utah leading. Here's West. He's got 5. Fires the 3. That shot is off. The Suns have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Howard controls the rebound and the putback.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Outside Curry. There's the 3. Sanders with a rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. A nice shot by Mashburn.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And so Will Hardy calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Payton's checked in for Utah. And since we have a moment, here are last year's most efficient scorers around the league. Number 1, Dwight Howard.
And last year, he led the league in field goal percentage, allowing the game to come naturally and taking whatever opposing teams gave to him.
Phoenix on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. On the wing, Payton. Here's Horry. Sinks it from distance. Horry's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Phoenix has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. And he lobs it up, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry. Pass to West. Takes the 3, and it's Phoenix with a rebound. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Livingston, guarded by Payton. Over to the wing, and here's Turner from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Pass to Lively. Here's West. Turner covers. West misses. Phoenix has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Howard with a screen on Payton. Here's Livingston. Lively grabs the miss. The Jazz have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Here's West. 5 points in the game. The three. The shot no good. The third quarter comes to a close. Phoenix out in front, leading by 5. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next.
It's the fourth.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. We've got Alperon Şengün, and it's Hill in at the power forward. That's the group for Utah right now. Şengün, a screen on Bogdanovic. The shot by Miles, no good. The Suns lead by 5. Here's Abdul Rauf. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. And for the Jazz, they're shooting the rock well at 46%. Miles, the pass to Curry. Shoots. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 25 points in the game.
Well, if Curry gets any space at all, he is going to make you pay, particularly in pick and roll.
And a two-handed jam.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Pass to Miles. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Curry, 6 on the shot clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Let's go with a 3. The shot by Miles, no good.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
They set the pick to the middle. Here's Baker, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Here's Livingston. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by Sabonis.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
Here's Lively. Curry! He drills the wide-open jumper.
And Curry is really putting his stamp on this one.
Phoenix leading by 5. Now here's Turner. And yes, sir! Hits the wide-open J.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
Sabonis outside. Now Curry. Here's West. Shoots a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. Let's loose for 3. Ooh, the shot misses.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Sabonis outside. Here's Curry. Beyond the arc. That's off.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
Howard inside. Covered by Lively. Howard, the screen. Turner fires. He knocks down the jumper. A minute 15 left to play in the 4th. Left side Curry. Oh, touches it off the glass.
With all eyes on Steph when he has the ball, his teammates find openings, and he finds them.
And Jordan Ott decides to call timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Livingston. He's covered by Curry. Sabonis against Howard. Turner outside. Howard, the screen. Oh, nice setup for the slam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. There's 42 seconds left in the game. He launches. It's off.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Six-point game. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Suns.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He's off from 3. Here's Livingston. He's covered by Curry. Wins it. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Let's meet your winner.
Now these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
And now the Lakers starting group. Warning is out there with Wembanyama. Then it's Mullen. Then it's Green. And it's Skiles in at the 1. Now here's Livingston. Pass to Mashburn. Takes the 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
So for Phoenix, their last game a loss to the Mavericks in Dallas. Wembanyama outside. Outside Mullen. Nice jump shot. Good.
Boy, the catch-and-shoot game of Mullen, excellent. Tremendous confidence in that shot, as well he should have, because he's lethal.
Now here's Livingston. Pass to Mashburn. Back to Livingston. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Howard kicks to Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. driving to the basket. And he gets the bucket.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player who's so appealing.
I think the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona's a great choice.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Green. Outside Mullen. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Mullen's got 5 points so far. Livingston with it. Screen by Howard. Ashburn the pass to Howard. And Howard slams it home.
And Howard's already got the footwork of a veteran. Pick and roll should be a go-to set for him in the league.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Lakers trail by 5. And Wembanyama outside. Outside Mullen. Fires for 3. That shot is off. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Suns. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
He knows he can get his shot anytime he wants, and he also knows he has the green light.
Suns leading by 3. To the right side. Mashburn. His three-pointer's off the mark.
He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
And stolen by Howard. Here's Mashburn. Up again. Dives for it. Pass to Howard. Here's Livingston. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Mourning. Wembanyama looking it over. And here is Green. Back to Wembanyama. On the wing, Green. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Mashburn. No good on the triple.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And Green with the basket on the assist by Wembanyama.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here's Turner trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Dallas. Howard with this screen on Mullen. Here's Turner. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns lead by 1. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
We've got Bogdanovich, Baker out there with Hill. Then there's Abdul Rauf, and it's Rice in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Wilson. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Rice. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Alonzo Mourning.
And when you think of Rice, his consistency comes to mind, as well as that dead-eye shooting form.
And Clark, I've got to say, you might have been one of the first true combo forwards. And that's not a rarity anymore.
No, it's common. It's actually 13 to a dozen now when you talk about the versatility of forwards in this league. At sizes going north of 6'8", ability to make threes and go rack to rack. You're not boxed into any one position nowadays. It's all about being a skilled, versatile basketball player, regardless of your size. And I love it for the game and for the spectators.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's picked off. Here's Skiles. Abdul Rauf covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now, here's Livingston. Here's Mashburn. No good on the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Rush. Second shot opportunity. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Livingston with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series, as you'd expect.
Yeah, there's a reason they were a playoff team. I mean, they beat the teams they were supposed to. We'll see if they can do it again tonight.
Outside Wilson. Pass to Skiles. Pocket 6. Back to Wilson. This one for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Back over to you, Kevin.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And the Suns making a change here. Howard's checked in. That free throw missing. And he's good on the second.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Now here's Wilson. Pass to Mullen. McDaniels a screen on Turner. Mullen's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Nailed from three-point land.
That's his 3rd triple of the game. It's the first one in the second quarter.
You know, Greg, in recent seasons, Lauri Markkanen has taken on a leadership role.
And Markkanen has been the featured player on some very young teams. And he's really embraced that role, proving to be a positive influence both on and off the court.
Here is Livingston following the 3 by the Lakers. Here's Mashburn. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend, but maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting. And
we'll keep you posted as we find out more and as we get closer to the three-point contest once we have our final list of official contestants.
Yeah, it's going to be very competitive. That's the one thing we all know. We've got an incredible group of long-distance shooters in this league right now.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Mourning comes in for McDaniels, and it's Green in for Wilson. Down low. Green, bounce pass. Here's Skiles. And the Lakers with another miss. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Mashburn. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Mashburn's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix. Lakers shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Skiles. 11-point game his last outing. Here's Mourning. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Larry Sanders picks one up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And Howard with the stuff.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Phoenix ahead, leading by 7. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Phoenix Suns.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
You look at Los Angeles, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Suns leading by 7. And on the floor for J.J. Redick as we get into the second half. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Also Mourning out there. Mullen is out there with Green. And it's Skiles in at the point. Now here's Mullen. Over Turner. Mullen's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Turner puts up a deep 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Sinks the triple. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Ashburn, no good.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Green dishes to Mullen. Green with a screen on Turner. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Well, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Dwight Howard on top.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Now, here's Livingston. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Howard kicks to Livingston. Screen by Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard. And stolen by Wembanyama. Now the Lakers on the break. Yep, it goes in, and the Suns' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Mullen.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Outside Turner. There's the three. And it's Mourning with the rebound. Mourning's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Pass to Livingston. On the wing, Turner. Sanders sets the screen for Turner. And here is Howard, defended by Mullen. Here's Livingston. Phoenix, no good that time either.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Skiles' shot is off. And so it's Livingston bringing it up now for the Phoenix Suns. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Mashburn. That's short off the rim.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
And the rejection by Sanders. Mashburn the pass to Livingston. Outside Turner. Pass to Mashburn. Now Howard. To the paint. They could use a bucket. The shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Here's Skiles. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Howard. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Turner. The 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Livingston's got 5 assists in the game. Lakers trail by 8. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. McDaniels outside. Pass to Clarkson. Now Mullen. Screen by McDaniel. 6 to shoot. Clarkson with the ball. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. The 19-foot shot. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Clarkson.
And you got to give it up for Clarkson. I mean, he's a natural from mid-range.
Abdul Rauf the pass to Baker. Misses from short range. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. McDaniels, and it's sent back by Howard. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Pass to Rice. Inside. And he lays it straight in. And the Suns lead by 8.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Clarkson kicks to Mullen. The tray. That one misses. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but what? And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. We've got Baker. Bogdanovich is out there with Abdul Rauf. And it's Mashburn in at the 4 slot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. To the inside. Stolen by Wilson. To the middle. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Mashburn. 5 on the clock. Shoots over McDaniel. Ashburn no good. Lakers trail by 6. Here's Skiles. Abdul Rauf covering. Skiles' shot is off.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Wembanyama passes to Wilson. Pass to Skiles. Screen by McDaniel. Count that bucket.
Scott Skiles.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Suns lead by 6. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team, and coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen, he implored. Guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And he trains the J.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
No good. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And down goes the three.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here is Mourning. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That is his first foul of the game. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Here's Mashburn. Turner outside. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Can't get it. Lakers trail by 11. Here's Skiles. Warning a screen on Sanders. No good from 3.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
It's stolen by Livingston. Screen by Sanders. Turner outside. Wembanyama against Howard. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Los Angeles ball. Substitution on the court.
Now Highland. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. So it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.